everybody, and welcome to episode 12 of We Shall Talk. Today, I'm joined by a very special guest, and I know I say that every week, but this week it is truly, truly special for all those Canadian millennials out there. I have the absolute pleasure of introducing Jessi Cruickshank to the We Shall Talk podcast. She joined me just shortly after Mother's Day, so of course we dove into the hardships and the realness of being a mom of three. But most importantly, we spoke about her upcoming evening club tour, which is stopping in Ottawa on June 19th. This is such a revolutionary tour that she's doing. She's opening the doors to nightclub vibes, the dancing till you're sweating, all of the best songs that she is DJing herself, but lights on at 10. Get your 8 hours of sleep. It is genius. People all over Canada are just gushing about how amazing and life-changing this one night has been for them. So I can't wait to experience it for myself on June 19th. We talk all about the inspiration behind the tour, what led her to start DJing for this tour. And of course, we had to dive into her iconic moments when she was on the Hills After Show on MTV, which aired in Canada at first and then went over to the US on MTV. And she was just such a inspiration for me growing up. She is such a unique and relatable and genuine interviewer. I've loved following her podcast. Her social media is always so, humble and real and just, again, so relatable. So I've always looked up to her. In Canada, she really is like top of the top in terms of presenters, even though she humbles herself in my interview with her. She's truly iconic. And it was such an incredible conversation. And yeah, we dive into everything and anything, some fun games, and we just talk about all the fun things that's coming to Ottawa on June 19th that you do not want to miss. So without further ado, here is the one and only Jessi Cruickshank. Yeah,
Hi.
hi, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. I'm so glad you were able to make this work.
Me too. Thank you for having me. I'm like fresh, just got back, hitting the ground running. So thank you for making it work today.
Well, honestly, like just right out of the gate, I thought that we could do some trauma bonding because
Please.
I too have far too many children.
How many do you have?
I've got 3, so 2 boys and a girl, so we're like same boat-ish.
It's 3 children is one too many children. And I'm just going to put that out there as a mother of 3. No one should outnumber themselves. It's a wild decision. Anytime I meet moms of 3 and like, God bless moms of more than 3, I'm like, oh my God, let's connect and or trauma bond, as you said. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I always say that too. I'm like, it's one too many because I only have 2 hands and that's all I can give you at the present time. So it's like, it's always just a little too much.
We're recording the day after Mother's Day. My discovery is that Mother's Day is my favorite holiday. And I may be the only one on earth. I like Mother's Day more than Christmas. I like it more than my birthday because for me, there is no pressure. Like on my birthday, I feel like I have to do something, I have to be somewhere. For me, Mother's Day, there's like literally no pressure. Everybody has to treat me well. My kids are not allowed to fight. It's always like, my husband is like, it's not on Mother's Day. And I just get treated like a queen. It's the one day of the year. And so yesterday I flew back the morning after I did a 3-run evening club tour. So I was totally exhausted, but so happy to see my kids. They all picked me up at the airport. We went out for like a really lovely lunch and then literally came home and like they gave me their art and their, like, homemade cards, and then we just hung out. I changed into sweatpants immediately and did nothing, and we had, like, a gigantic pasta dinner, and that was it. And to me, that's the perfect day. No pressure to do anything, didn't have to dress up and go anywhere. It was
Yeah,
great.
I love that.
What about
Yeah.
you? What did you do?
So I don't know why my luck is just awful, but my husband, so he works. That's an awful way to say it. My luck sucks. My husband. No, he works
Comma.
weekends sometimes, and every Mother's Day he's working.
Oh, no.
No, I was truly outnumbered, but they're older. Well, some of them are older. My youngest is 3, so she doesn't get it. She's like,
Yeah.
"Whatever."
Yeah.
But, my older kids, they can, like, get it when I say it's Mother's Day, don't fight. They'll be like, "'Kay, 'kay."
Yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah,
Do you
it's good.
have a mother around close by? Okay.
I do. Like, we spoil her on Mother's Day, and the joke is, like, I can't wait for my kids to be older because then I'm gonna have a great Mother's Day because 'cause they're just
It's
gonna,
true.
like, take me out to every meal. It's gonna be great.
It's true. It's funny, like, when you become it certainly when I became a mother, I sort of forgot about my own mother on Mother's Day. I'm like, now it's all about me. But
Yeah.
and because we don't live in the same city, it's like my poor mother, I sent her, like, flowers and, we had a FaceTime and that was it. But I don't have the pressure of, like, doing anything for anyone else on Mother's Day. So, in that regard, it's kind of nice.
I get why it's your favorite holiday. Get it.
Mhm. See? I have nobody to shower with love and gifts except for me. So there you
Except for
go.
myself.
Yeah, yeah. It's the
I
best.
l I love that.
Can I just tell you one thing? I
Yeah.
talked about this on my podcast when it happened. My twin boys, I have twin 8-year-olds, in their, like, preschool, the preschool we live in LA, we sent them to, like, what we thought was, the best thing for them, which was a super progressive preschool, but, like, LA progressive, I feel, is different from normal progressive. And at this school, they didn't believe in Mother's Day because they felt that it was exclusionary. So they called it Special Persons Day. And so I got all of the typical, like, flower art and cards, but it was said to my special person. And I'm sorry, I'm all for inclusion. That's what my tour evening club is all about. I'm all for celebrating all different kinds of families and parental figures. But go fuck yourself. I birthed these children. Mothers get 1 day. 1 day. Just acknowledge it. If someone doesn't have a mother, then they please, by all means, do a special person's day. Celebrate your parental figure in a way that feels right for you. But every single person in this preschool had a mother. So what are we doing? I am sorry to let the rage out, speaking of trauma bond, but that
Please
was
do.
it. That was the straw for me, was Mother's Day was Special Persons Day.
That's so funny. That honestly sounds like a really sad Valentine's Day card. Thank you for
Right.
being a special person in my life.
Right. Right, I was like, you could have given this card to literally the Amazon delivery guy because he's also a special person in your lives, boys. Like, it didn't feel right. Didn't
N
feel right. Yeah.
no,
Yeah. So now
no.
they're at a regular public school where we celebrate Mother's Day and Father's Day and everything in between.
I'm just gonna pretend like that was the reason why you switched them schools.
That was the straw that broke the mother's back,
Yeah,
just so to
so to
speak.
speak. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. Well, now we've properly trauma bonded, so I
Thank
love
you.
that. So thank
Yes.
you for sharing. I
Yeah.
appreciate
Yeah. Yeah. Anytime.
it. So this year we are 2026 and we celebrated 20 years since the Devil Wears Prada. But myself, I celebrate 20 years since the Hills After show.
God, are we 20 years?
I
We
mean,
we launched in 2006. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
so step aside Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
Let's
Sorry.
talk about the
Yeah.
Hills After
Oh my
show.
God, please.
Oh my god. I obsessed. Honestly, it single-handedly, like, shaped lives of, like, millions of millennials
Oh my
just
God.
trying to, like, survive high school, you know what I mean? So,
Yes.
do you think about that show on a daily basis? Because I do.
No, you do not.
I think
How
about it a lot.
Well, I genuinely do not. But lately, I mean, there was the Laguna Beach reunion, which was really sort of fun to watch. I did a whole sort of breakdown of that on my podcast. I had the cast come on and we talked about that. That was fun. Whitney Port is a mom friend and neighbor of mine, so we see each other all the time. And so I suppose in that way, it is still and of course, like I just had Evening Club at the Masonic Temple, which was the former home of MTV. So I was on the same stage where I recorded every episode of the after show and MTV Live. So that was a real full circle moment. I thought about it certainly in the last several weeks. And then during Evening Club on Saturday night, my entire after show team surprised me. So, like, the 6 people who made that show with me every single week came up on the stage. I had no idea they were there. And we had like an amazing reunion moment. So that was our first time together, I guess, like since we launched the show 20 years ago together on that stage. So lately I've been thinking about it a lot, but certainly no. You would be surprised actually like how little I know about the show. Like if you were to quiz me about the Hills or Laguna Beach, I probably wouldn't remember anything. But not because it wasn't meaningful for me, but just I think because I watched it, Dan and I watched it very much as a job and not as a viewer. And I think when you're a fan and you're taking something in as a viewer and you're looking forward to it, you process it differently. For
Yeah.
us, it was our job. So we're watching it, we're looking for jokes, we're looking for clips, we're looking for remixes. Like we didn't sort of watch it in the same way as regular people got to watch it.
Yeah. No, that's fair. It makes it a job and it's just something you have to like nitpick as opposed to just like letting it like simmer, as a fan.
Yes, to feel
So,
the rain on your skin. It was we watched it differently,
yeah.
yes. But,
Yeah.
certainly we still loved it and appreciated it, and still I'm so grateful for that and everything that it has brought me since.
I still remember like I used to try and get my bangs to like pin the way yours did. I was like,
Mine?
yeah, your hair was always just like pinned, like, you know what I mean? And I was like, how does she do it? And I
Yeah.
couldn't figure
A
it
little
out.
bump, a little bump. I didn't
Hmm.
feel I had the features to do the, like, snooky back bump, but I
Yeah,
could do a little
fair.
side bump.
Yeah.
And that's so funny you say that because we did not have the budget for a stylist, for a hair person, so I was doing my hair myself, every single day at MTV, and sometimes I look back at I'll see people will send me photos or I'll see videos and I'm like, "Who let me go on national television?" Even when our show got bought by MTV in the US and we were being broadcast to 90 million homes, I still had this, like, ratchet extensions, my little bobby pin that I had clipped up myself, like, I was doing all of that myself.
You're a hero. You're a hero. I love it.
To you.
Yeah, that's what counts. Well, like speaking of like your career, I thought it would be fun. You know how people are doing like the Mount Rushmore of like Disney Channel and stuff like that?
Yes.
And we do the Mount Rushmore for like Canadian presenters.
Like hosts? Like television
Yeah.
hosts? Yes,
Yeah.
totally.
I've got mine, but like who would
Okay.
you put on yours? So like four
Mm.
four people.
Okay, who are, like, impactful to
Mhm.
me. Okay,
Yeah.
so I have to put okay. I have to put I'll put Dan Levy because he am I allowed to put my own co-host?
Yes.
Okay,
For sure.
obviously I have to put him, just that's
Okay.
solidarity and respect, and, um, Dan is up there. I'm putting, Amanda Walsh. She was a Much Music VJ. And she is now one of my best friends in the whole wide world, but I didn't know her when she was a VJ, and I really truly feel like she was one of the only fun, funny, not hot or cool VJs. Like, every other Much Music VJ was hot and cool and a model, and obviously I wanted to be them all, but Amanda was the first one where I was like, "Oh, she's funny too." So she was influential to me, and she's also just, like, the best friend in the world to me. So Amanda, Dan. Now I feel like I have to put someone, like, more official on there.
Maybe.
Like, like, do I go Lisa LaFlamme? Like, what do I like, who's
Oh,
you know what I mean?
okay.
I shouldn't go that. No, I'm putting
I
Marilyn
didn't.
Dennis. Gotta go Marilyn Dennis.
Oh, good one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
She's literally retiring after 40 years. She's an icon, and she's also the nicest person in the world. She is the first person to send me a text or like a congratulations or a this. Like I love Marilyn so much.
Nice.
Um, the three of them, and then God, it's like I've worked with almost every single person in Canadian television, so I don't want to insult anybody. But who's on your list? Oh
Okay. So obviously, because I bring it up, you and Dan are obviously on
my
it.
God, that's really kind.
I'm putting you as one though. Like you guys are conjoined
Okay, we
twins.
like that. We like that. Like a
Yeah.
half a head. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys,
Yeah.
Rick Campanelli.
Love Rick. Love Rick. Yeah, Rick is a good one. Great one.
Yeah. George Stroumboulopoulos
Love. Yep.
and Lainey.
Okay. Yes. I love this. This is
Yeah.
a real like last 20 years of
Yeah.
television.
I think my age is showing a little bit, but that's
No.
fine. It's fine.
No, it's good. It's good. Hey, I need to find somebody else for mine. Do you know what I think is great? I'm just trying to mix it up here and take us out of
Let's
the
do it.
entertainment sphere. I
Yeah.
think that, do you know who Jay Onrait is?
No.
He is a sports broadcaster. If anyone has like a husband who's really into hockey, they will know Jay Onrait. He's been a Canadian sports broadcaster for a really long time. He was on the same Olympic show that Dan and I hosted during the Vancouver Olympics. And to
Okay.
me, he's like, I just revere anybody who's funny and unique and different. It doesn't take themselves too seriously. And Jay finds a way of like making hockey highlights funny. He made the Olympics funny. I really appreciate Jay for bringing something different to Canadian television. So he's rounding out my 4.
Yeah. That's really good. And honestly, I come from like a hockey family,
Mm.
so I bet know his voice.
Oh, 100%.
You know?
100%. You know his
Yeah.
face too. He's just like he's
Probably.
a staple in Canadian sports media for sure.
Love it.
I also should have put my mother on there because my mother was in Canadian television when I was growing
Hey,
up. And so maybe we should knock Jay off for my mother. The day after Mother's Day, let's just knock
let's
the
just
straight white man off there and add my mother. Yes.
perfect. I think
Okay.
that makes sense.
Okay, thank you.
That makes much sense. Okay, perfect. Well, that was fun. Thank you for playing
Yes, thank you.
along.
I love that.
So, yeah, as I said, you're on my Mount Rushmore, so you're
So
iconic in
nice.
so many ways. But honestly, mostly for this picture.
Oh my gosh. Could you describe that for your listeners, please?
I would love to. The moment where you reenacted with Prime Minister Justin Trudeau the angle of a what looked to be a kiss with
Mhm.
the president's wife, and you
Mhm.
were in the heat of the moment trying to reenact this.
Mhm.
I think we all remember where we were when we saw that. It was great. Great for Canadian.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, amazing. So my question is, did you use that to convince his son, Zav Trudeau, to come on your podcast, or did we just like not talk about that?
So, Justin Trudeau was in the middle of a very contentious election cycle when I did that interview. He had just gone through that blackface scandal. It was a very challenging time for him during that campaign, and he decided not to do any media interviews. And then at the last minute, I guess his campaign decided to do 2. One was with Global News and one was with me on New Mom Hoodis. So I had one of 2 interviews that the prime minister was doing during his campaign, and I took it really seriously and like not only did a lot of, entertaining things. We reenacted that kiss. I had him hold a live newborn baby while answering hard-hitting policy questions. I had children come out and ask him questions. One of them asked him about the blackface scandal. Like, it was a really difficult interview for him. And it went completely viral as had millions and millions of people saw that. And I think he was really upset afterwards. I think he expected to come in and it was going to be safe and I was just going to talk about his, policies for women and mothers. And in no way did Justin or his campaign expect to get anything difficult or challenging. So he was really unhappy with that. Yes. And I aired it as is. And I remember being really scared because who am I to like go against the literal prime minister of the country who's responsible for my citizenship and well-being here? But it was important to me to, you know, ask difficult questions that are important to the people who watch my show, and also make it entertaining. So when I started talking about Zav and Zav's music, I thought Zav was going to completely shut me out because his father didn't necessarily love the experience that he had on my show. And yet Zav was totally down, and like props to him. He was like, "Oh, I love you. Let's do it." And his dad has kind of come back around, and his dad is really supportive of the stuff that Zav and I have done. And there was talk that his dad might be at the show in Ottawa where Zav comes with me to evening clubs. So, like, we've repaired the relationship via Zav, and I'm very grateful for that.
Is so funny. I had
Mhm.
no idea that he didn't take it well. Because for me, I was like, this is such a smart PR move, I thought, But I guess
I agree.
if he didn't expect your questions, like,
It should be clear, like, he wasn't angry. He handled it beautifully. I thought actually we got to see a different side of him when he was answering the questions to children, right? Like explaining, some of his decisions to young kids versus how he explained it to the global news broadcaster. Um, so I loved the side that we saw of him, but I think his campaign just was not expecting it. And that's fair. That's totally fair. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I've never been one to just read the teleprompter and do what people expect, to play it safe, if you will. Oh, I'm really proud of I'm proud of myself and the way I handled that interview, and I'm glad that sort of time, I think perhaps maybe he looks on it more fondly.
I think so too. That's a really good story. I love that.
Mhm, mhm.
Um, okay, so then let's talk about the evening club tour.
Okay, great.
And you mentioned it already kicked off, and you're touring across Canada, bringing the evening club, not the nightclub, but an evening
Evening
club.
club, yes, thank you.
For the responsible adults who like itch to go dancing, but like want to be in bed at a reasonable time. And
Yes.
like, can you like walk me through the moment in your mind where a light went off and you're like, I need to do this?
Yes. So I was invited to a friend's birthday party in Los Angeles, and she wanted to rent a bar to go dancing with her girlfriends. But you can't really rent a bar on like a Friday night. They said, we'll rent it to you from 7 to 10. And she was like, is this weird, guys, if we like go dancing from 7 to 10? And we were all like, no, it's amazing. So we met at her house at 4 p.m. We started like pre partying at 4. We got in a party bus at 6. We made our way down to the venue. On the party bus, she said, Jessi, can you DJ? And I was like, ha ha, okay. So I started just like playing songs off my iPhone in the back. And it was so much fun. And in that moment, I was like, oh, DJing is so fun because you get to curate the vibe song to song. You get to dictate if people are going to grind, if they're going to sing, if they're going to cheer. And so we get there and we had the time of our lives. And I walked out of there at like 10 p.m. sharp thinking, women, just women coming together to just dance is one of the most liberating experiences I had ever had. I thought, why aren't we doing this? And then I thought, like, why don't I do it? And that was literally, I saw my friend this morning she's a mom at my kid's school. I saw her this morning at drop off the morning after I just came from my first 3 shows. And I like hugged her and thanked her. I was like, thank you for inspiring me to do this. Um, so in that time, I like had that idea and just called a bunch of promoters across Canada to see if they wanted to do it. Many of them said no. Many of them are straight men who did not understand the concept, did not think anyone would come, did not think it was fair to just include women and people in the queer community, which is what I wanted to do, didn't get why that would be important. And so the fact that I finally was able to do this and push through and do it how I wanted to do it, and the feedback that I've gotten on the first 3 shows has been so incredible. It just feels like it's so gratifying. It's maybe like one of the most gratifying things I've ever done in my whole career.
I saw recently you shared DMs that you were getting, and it's just like changing lives. But like
Mhm.
truly, people need this and want this so badly.
Yeah, I think you don't realize it. I think it's like, "What? Who she's doing what? Okay, I'll go." I don't think a lot of people, myself included, realize, like, how freeing it is, how, like, healing it can feel to just be with friends, to just be in a super safe space where there's no judgment, and just, like, sing at the top of your lungs, dance, sweat, not care about what you're wearing, not care about what you look like, not like, let go of everything else, your kids, your job, anything that all of these responsibilities that we accumulate as, like, millennials, let go of it all and just come out and dance for 3 hours. It's so liberating, it's so joyful, and that's exactly the experience I wanted to create. So getting that feedback from people, like, I literally have hundreds and hundreds of DMs from women. It's been quite mind-blowing. Yeah.
So nice. And
And now all
what
the other shows are selling out. That's the amazing and crazy thing,
that's
and thing I have to warn you about.
that's the thing. Once it starts, the momentum picks up and people are
Mhm.
seeing, "Oh, that's what it's gonna be like if I go there."
Yeah.
And it just looks like such a huge party.
It is.
And
It is.
speakers, like, thank you so much.
Yes, yes, absolutely. There was did spot 2 women wearing high heels at the Toronto show, and I was like, "Girls, you look incredible, but this is not necessary." I mean, if that's what you want, if that's what makes you feel good, by all means, but there was also women dancing in Crocs, in extremely practical running shoes, with fanny packs, with sweatpants. Some came in full sequins. I had a group of women who came dressed as elder millennials with, like, white wigs, and they were handing out
Ah,
Werther's Originals and, like, tracksuits. Anything goes. A lot of band T-shirts, a lot of, like, Backstreet Boys, Spice Girls, a lot of, like, butterfly clips, glitter. Whatever you wanna do, however you wanna show up, you are welcome. It's just, like, the warmest, safest, most welcoming space.
that's so exciting. On the 19th of June, you're gonna be in Ottawa at the Bronson Center, which is super exciting because, people often say, like, Ottawa is boring. But, like,
Mhm.
if shit like this is coming to Ottawa, I beg to differ. So would you have you been to Ottawa before? Question
Yes,
1.
my last 3 tours, I came to Ottawa, and it's one of my
Great.
most fun places to play. Literally one of the most fun cities in the country that I have done stand-up in.
Perfect. Okay, so if you could give, like, 3 words to describe Ottawa, what would it be then?
Okay, Ottawa is misunderstood because we think of Ottawa as, like, government buildings. We don't realize how cute it is, the little market area, the little canal. You got everyone skating down there on that canal.
Ah,
There's a lot of young people, there's a lot of families, like, it is a pretty idyllic place to live. I, had cousins growing up there, so we would go every summer, and it's just, like, it's so beautiful. Also, Ottawa is fun. Truly, truly, I get a pretty good gauge on my stand-up tours of, like, what cities, know how
yeah,
to have a good time, and
yeah.
Ottawa is one of those cities. I'm actually scared for us on a Friday night in Ottawa. I'm like, "This is going to be wild."
It's gonna be crazy, especially
Yes.
with a special guest.
Yes.
Xav Trudeau's gonna be there, and, like,
Yes.
can you tell me, like, what his role is gonna be? Is he gonna be performing,
Mhm.
DJing? Like, are you gonna be DJing? Like, what's the deal at that show?
Mhm. Okay. So, evening club is a dance party from 7 to 10 p.m. I am DJing, and this was something I did not know how to do 2 months ago. But when I decided to throw these parties, the promoter I was working with said, like, "We can just hire, like, a DJ, and then you just kind of show up." And I was like, "No, no, no. If women, busy, working women, moms, tired, elder millennial women are gonna come out on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday night,
Yeah.
I need to guarantee that they're gonna have the time of their lives, and
Mm.
because I am a hardworking woman, I'm gonna do that shit myself." That's, like, how I solve
Love it.
every problem. I'm like, "I can't trust other people to do this, I'm gonna do it." So I learned and worked very hard to learn how to DJ. Turns out way more difficult than I thought it would be,
Mhm. I bet.
but so fun. I have the most incredible set and also kind of like take requests here where we're at whatever city I'm in. We feel the vibes, but there are some very specific moments in the show that I don't want to ruin, but that are like the most incredible collective moments where we all come together on specific songs. So in Ottawa, yes, I will be DJing bangers all night long. Your only job is to come dance, bring your friends, meet new people there, come alone, have the time of your life. And then Zav Trudeau will be doing a set for us. He's going to do a few of his singles. And he's also performing in Ottawa soon for like a big hockey tournament or something. So like he's no stranger to performing, and I'm very excited to have him. I'm
That's
going to
so
be as excited to see him perform as everybody there. Like I'm a spectator as well.
there you go. You got a front row seat.
Yeah, absolutely. So he's gonna come drop some verses on us all, and then I will take back over and DJ until 10 PM, and then the lights go on and you go home and you get, your 8 hours of sleep.
That's perfect. Honestly, it's so funny. I have my best friend, she actually lives in Montreal, but she just finished breastfeeding her second baby.
Okay, God
And
bless
she's
her.
like I know, right? And she's like, "Deb, like, I need to re-enter society at this show." And I was
Oh,
like, "This sounds like the perfect way to have, like, your Bridgerton re-entry into society."
I love
And
that.
that would be at the Ottawa Bronson Center at Jessie's
And boy, oh
show.
boy, is it a reentrance. Like for me, after having babies, my reentrance was like walking slowly to the local coffee shop in a legging. But to come to Evening Club, and I have to tell you, I pull women up on stage. It's like a big celebration of women and everyone who's there. And I have had 8-month pregnant women grinding on the stage with me. I have had women with like 2-month-old babies at home, breastfeeding with moms. Like this is the place to come and connect with who you were before you were breastfeeding that baby, before you had those 3 kids, you know what I mean? Like, just reconnect to the woman that you once were who would go out just for herself and just to have fun.
Yeah. And for the woman you want to be now, like,
Yeah,
for
precisely.
you know?
It's a good
I love that.
reminder for a lot of us, I feel like, A, we don't give ourselves permission to do anything for ourselves for the sake of fun. Like, there's a lot of rhetoric around self-care that's like, you should be doing yoga, you should be meditating, you should be hiking and connecting with nature. And my philosophy is like, what about connecting to Beyonce? What about connecting with your girlfriends? What about connecting to yourself, to your body, to how fun you are, how hot you are, how sexy you can be when you're just like dancing and letting go? What
Yeah.
about that? Like,
Yeah.
I think you should look at this as self-care, as giving yourself permission to go out and just do something for you.
Yeah. I 100% agree. That's
Mhm.
the headline. I
That's the
love it.
headline.
That's the
Dancing is the
headline.
new self-care.
Yes. That's so fun. I honestly, I can't wait to be there. It's going to be like the time of my life, the perfect way to start the summer. Yeah, we're gonna have like a ton of fun. And I just wanted to also say thank you for coming on the podcast. Like when I told my friends, I was like super excited and they were like, oh my gosh, like she does like, like she's an interviewer, like you're interviewing like a pro. And I was like, shit, okay. But like,
You're amazing. You made
oh,
it
thanks.
so easy and natural, and I love a game. I love a game. I love something
Yeah,
creative and different.
there
You
you
checked all
go.
the boxes.
Nice. Well, I appreciate it. And I can't wait to see you on June 19th.
Me too. Please come up and say hello. Please come dance on the stage with me. Bring your formerly breastfeeding friend. We are going to have the best time.
Amazing. Thank you so much,
Thank
Jessie,
you
and
for
we'll see you
having
soon.
me. Okay, it's so nice to meet you. Thank you, Deb.